welcome Subhankar to the Retail Jeweler YouTube channel, and great to have you with us. We are discussing the IIJ's virtual format, which is going to start on 12th of October next week. So what is your view on the first time IIJ is going online?
So very honestly speaking, this whole virtual initiative is the need of the hour. We are all, as the jewelry industry is hit by the pandemic, and then everything is happening online. Even at the retail stores, we are seeing that along with the traditional way of selling jewelry offline, there is a lot of customers who are appreciating the service and the efforts done by our team to sell jewelry through either video calls or sending digital catalogs. So everything online, offline, it's becoming a seamless, integrated medium to do business. So in this whole process, if IIJ's virtual had to do anything of this sort, this is the moment, this is the time. And yes, anything which is new, anything which is being done for the first time, anything which is a form of an experiment will obviously have its learnings, will have its hurdles, and the learning graph will grow as and when we use it more and more. But in terms of reaching out to the end customers, for the wholesalers and the manufacturers, which is the retailers and the other bulk wholesalers across the country, this is the medium, and the effort has to happen. There is no way out. We have to accept that this is a need of the hour. And the most important thing that we all have to keep in mind is that, we all have to value the time of our customers. And the same thing applies for my manufacturers and wholesalers, is to value the time of the retailers and the other customers that they would be facing. So there has to be a lot more homework that is needed to be done. What is really moving? What is the demand? What is it that has been selling to that particular customer? So those kind of homework, and just doing a video call will only be a beginning of a journey. There has to be a follow-up. There has to be other virtual aspects along with this basic virtual meeting platform to make sure that business can happen in a sustainable manner over a long period of time. So this is my message, and I think overall, if those who will be able to complete the full 360-degree circle in terms of virtuality, that will give them the success.
Fantastic message and insight. Great that you have already hit the ground running with your retail with video calling, and contacting customers virtually, and you're already seeing the reports on what's happening, what kind of products are now moving. So based on that research, which you have already got for the last 2-3 months from the time the retail has opened, your team has already registered for IIJ's virtual, your purchase teams. So what is it that you think will be your teams looking for in terms of product categories at IIJ's virtual?
Very honestly speaking, there would be 2-3 motivations for a team to go for IIJ's virtual. One would be to look at innovation and what are the new trends and designs that are being done by the various manufacturers and wholesalers. I understand that it's been a very challenging time for every one of us, and the element of innovation and experimentation might not be there to that extent because everyone is bothered about making sales. But still, from a team's perspective, they would go and look out for innovation and new design trends. Second is that we have to keep in mind that the budget of the customer, the price of gold has gone up. So what is it that the manufacturers and the wholesalers are doing about it? It is not their objective to just sell to a retailer or to the buyer. Finally, we have to think of the end customer in mind. So with that in mind, jewelry has to be made lighter or more affordable, looking broader and value for money for the money that the customer will pay for. And third thing is that in terms of categories, which is really helping the industry to survive through the pandemic, it is bridal jewelry. But again, along with the bridal jewelry, it could be bridal jewelry for the rich, bridal jewelry for the middle class, upper middle class, lower middle class. And so that will be a big chunk in terms of how we can cater to that. And the second part will be the jewelry, which is lighter, innovative, trendy, more a combination of tradition and international trends. I think that will these are the two aspects in which the team will look and go out for doing their purchases.
And what will be your advice to retailers? What do you feel will happen in the next 6 months? Starting from Durga Puja in Kolkata, because that is the biggest festival in West Bengal. From there, then Navratri, Diwali, so many wedding season. What do you see in the next 6 months as a business point of view? Do you think that these 6 months we'll be able to manage the business of the full year and come close to 2019 figures?
Coming close to 2019 figures is, see, one thing we have to all understand is that we have lost April and May month sales in the whole year, which is, there is an opportunity there in hoping that those who have not bought in April and May will come and buy in the coming months. That is an opportunity. Or at the same way, we can look at that if we can all get into the volumes game and see that yes, gold prices have gone up by 20-30%. So even with a lower volume, we will be able to much higher number in terms of sales. So the question here is that I'm quite sure that in terms of quantity, it will be difficult to go and get the previous year's numbers. In terms of value, we can only hope and try to achieve the same kind of numbers. The positive thought process and the positive way of looking at things should not go away with anyone. And the possibility is very much there. And now we all have to wait and watch that we can do what is in our control. So we can do the planning, we can do the preparation, we can keep our stocks ready, we can do a little bit of marketing budget to make sure our consumers are aware of various offers and the designs that we are coming out with. And now we have to wait for the external factors which are not in our control, which is the consumer behavior, which is the pandemic situation getting better, which is the gold price. So we can only hope for the best, think positive, and pray to God. And I think if we do our karma properly, then the results will always be for the better. So that's what my message would be.
Thank you very much, Shubhankar. The karma bit is a very, very powerful and a very deep insight. I think IHS always had this auspicious thing about it. People believe that IHS always kick-started the entire season. So all the best to you for Durga Puja, for the festival season, for the weddings, and do well. And I'm sure all your 100 stores are already open and they're all seeing the customers coming in. So thank you for your message with us, and all the best.
Thank you very much.